on Church Street in Toronto, in the neighborhood.
That was amazing staff spinning. It's one of the better burlesque routines I've seen, burlesque-wise too. That was very good. Thank you for sharing that.
Well, thank you.
Technically speaking, let's talk staff. Obviously put a great deal of time in practicing your contact staff. Tell us a bit about what type of
Usually it involves a laptop in a dark room.
recovered extremely well from things that could have gone flying for someone who's not practiced to your level. Shh, that's not even in the window. Why are you kidding?
Just a whole lot of hours of practice. I mean, I started doing contact stuff about a year and a half ago and just spent countless hours in the street in front of my house.
Was there anything you'd like to pass along to people who are trying to get to the level of staff spinning that you're at? That just you, like somebody could have told you a year and a half ago, you would have loved to hear?
I mean, there are random tips and tricks, like practice blindfolded so that you can make sure, like, if you don't need to use your eyes, then you can keep your focus on the audience. Just practice, practice, practice. Contact is not an intuitive discipline, and since it's so thoroughly based on feel and the relationship with the staff being able to maintain control under the center of gravity, it's just muscle memory. So I don't know what to say other than put in the hours.
So I can honestly say that's the first strip staff act I've seen. Actually, that's because I didn't see mine. But I have to ask, what special considerations did you have to make for your costume to be able to do strip while doing staff?
Fuck buttons. Fuck buttons, fuck zippers, fuck everything like that. That shirt has snaps sewn into the wrists and on the, I don't know what to call that, hem down the middle. So, that thing. Yeah. Also, the seam of the pants has Velcro over the zipper. Wow, this part's harder than the actual routine. Also, the first time that I did this number at the Lunacy Cabaret, I was wearing much lighter pants, which did not fall off as easily. And there was some awkward, like, trying to fit them off on stage. Yeah, so that's why for this iteration, the chains on the pants are not just aesthetic. They add a whole lot of extra weight to the pants, so they just drop right off.
Okay, I'm good now. Can you tell? I'm so good right now. Could you talk to us a bit about how you used, you made really good use of the music and of the punctuation in the music to actually build your character? Can you talk a bit about your process in doing that and what you discovered along the way, what you would have liked to know when you started?
Well, a lot of it, so it kind of came together at the same time. I mean, I had been wanting to work with this musical piece for a long time before I had the idea. So the whole piece came about because one day I was practicing in my driveway, and I realized most of the time that I'm doing this, I'm not using my hands. I can do other things with them. I've seen people manipulating hats and things like that. And obviously the first thing that came to mind for what else I would like to do is take off my pants. So in order to do that, it was kind of, it's kind of a chicken and the egg type of process. I had to determine what kind of control points and what stances I could get into in order to take my clothes off, and then had to match that to the song, matching it back and forth. I had to cut a couple little clips out of the song in order to make it match with it, and I had to also cut out a couple of added layers of complication from the routine. When I first envisioned it, there were points where I wanted to take off my shoes and socks as well, and it was just too damn hard to do and didn't fit with the song. So to answer your question directly, it just came from trying to figure out how I could take my clothes off while continuing to spin, and then matching that to the musical piece I chose. Yeah.
Awesome, thanks.